I would like to invite our next presenter, Mr. Yutaro Okada, who's at Battery Testing Project Manager at Marpos. The topic of his presentation would be importance of leak testing for completely sealed battery cells. Over to you, Yutaro. I would not take much time as I'm sure you have more insights to share than I do.
Thank you for coming here. And I'm Yutaro Okada of Marpos. My role is as a project manager of battery testing. And first, I present the Marpos. Marpos is a Italian company, as a global company that's a headquarter in Bologna, north of Italy. That's it's a global company. It means over the 3,050 employees all over the world. And in particular, in India, since 1980, we started the business in India with agent. And since 2008, Marpos India has been established here. And now, finally, all of employees of Marpos India is 110. Is getting bigger. That means that here is the market is very. India market is for us is very important as a global strategy. So that now we are here. So I'm so honored to be here. And the theme is a main subject of today is as an electronic vehicle, but the battery show is battery is a key component of the electronic vehicle. And Marpos is not the manufacturer of the batteries. We are the maker of the testing instruments or measurement or inspection, visual inspection, so that we are now making the key components for the assembly line or battery or electronic vehicles. And the subject is battery cell production. Is in this moment I present the leak test. This is our one of the strongest points of products. And two things now I pointed out. Avoid the electrolyte to leak out of the batteries. Yes, you know, electrolyte is so dangerous. Yes, it's so harmful for our health, also the environment. So that this material absolutely should be avoided. And second, avoid the moisture to enter the inside of the battery. Is moisture is water, is H, is a big enemy for the inside of the materials of the batteries, anode, cathode, etc. So that this moisture is absolutely should be avoided, so that everyone knows, as a previous presentation will do, is a dry room. Yes, must be dry, super dry room. It's a question of the danger. And this one is we can imagine the process of battery manufacturing or battery assembling. Now, starting the mixing, the coating, drying, and in which this leak test is necessary. Yes, now I point out the three processes. One is electrolyte filling. Electrolyte filling is a cell is have been or not closed yet, so that it's a good occasion to check this housing case, is it good or not? But if the housing case has a pinhole or a crevice or crack, this is very dangerous. So that this point, the electrolyte filling, before the filling, it's a good moment to check the leak. And second, degassing and sealing. Yes, this process is needed for mainly in a prismatic cell, also the pouch. A cylindrical cell is it's up to the capacity, but in a very key process of realize that safe cells, degassing sealing, at that moment, is a leak test is mainly to check the sealed wear for the pouch or welded wear for prismatic cell. This is very important. And finally, end of line test. It means previous two process is a cell is not completed. Cell is under the manufacturing, constructing. But now in a final test, end of line, it's just the final of final. That cell should be perfectly is a good one. This is the final test is very, very important before the shipment. And this is I will show that with illustrates as what's the leak test. This is in the simple explanation of the mechanism. And in the sample is that prismatic cell is keyword is before after right filling and sealing so that the cell is opened, not sealed. That yes, electrode is inside and covered, but closed, welding like this. But in this moment is electrolyte, no, before the filling. And that time it is a cell, target cell, set into the vacuum chamber. This chamber must be so strong, yeah. And that insert helium gas is connected and pressed into. And at the time, if the cell has a pinhole or crevice, yeah, yes, mass spectrometer can detect gas, helium gas. This is the case helium gas. That it means, yes, this cell has a problem. And this is the case is a leak testing method is used for process control in the mass production of the lithium-ion battery cell. Yes, at the second, the cell is finished to this stage. The method cannot be used for end-of-line leak test. Before I explained that two categories. The leak test is before closing. Yes, in the process of the making. Yeah. And the second is after sealed. Yes, is the main subject is the case, the second case, the cell after closed. And this mechanism, yes, now I present two. One is using helium gas, yes, trace gas. And mainly we use helium gas or argon, but now, yes, we can imagine only the helium gas. And one process is injection, the helium gas to the inside of the cell, and the welding process. And the second process of leaking test is set. The cell should be tested and high pressed, high vacuumed condition. At the time, if cell has a pinhole, yes, it's easy to detect the gas. And the second case is helium bombing. This case is not so common, but I tell you, I will show you. Also, this bombing leak test has two processes. One is a cell, target cell, set into the vacuum chamber and pressed with only helium gas inside, high pressed helium gas, so that if cell has a pinhole, yes, naturally this helium gas can enter the cell. And the second process is and sets the second vacuum chamber, and normally condition is high vacuumed. And at the time, if inside, if cell has a pinhole, yes, easy to find that helium gas. But I pointed out the 3 points, or weak point as main limits. Just a question of sensitivity. It's not so precise. Yes, and judgment is yes or not, like this. And question is difficult and so expensive. yes, helium gas or argon is not so cheap. And also the risk of false good. In the particular case, if the pinhole is too good, so big, yeah, easy to enter the helium gas and also easy to go out naturally. So that finally, the final test of leak check, yes, detector is just I can't find nothing. I can find no helium gas. Yeah, it's sure because the helium gas will go out before naturally. So that we call it a false good. And this is the electrolyte tracing. This is our the latest proposal for the leak test for cell sealed. This moment, yes, keyword is helium free. No, the before I explained the target. The extrumator have to find, detect the helium gas. But this system, electrolyte tracing, the target should be detected as just electrolyte. But electrolyte go out the small pinhole should be so gasified. And this is a case of this machine, electrolyte tracing can accept many kinds of shape, prismatic, cylindrical pouch, and also coin cell like this. And this is a mechanism of and why the extrumator can detect the materials of electrolyte. There's a question of the molecule as under the condition of ionization. So that it's a question of the chemical reaction. And the results are shown like this. Yes, and in the case of the small pin, a small pinhole like this is a 5 micron or 10 microns. Yes, green line in the case of the 5 micron is small, so that's the quantity of leak is like this. And the case of 10 microns, leak quantity is that red line is just double. And the case of OK, it's no leak. It means spectrometer could not find anything particular. It's a normal result. But in the case of leak, it means spectrometer finds something strange, something, some gases. So that in this case, the extrumator finds the result, but without touching anything. Yes, this is a machine, the real one. The real one is, you can see that's in our booth. So compact one, and absolutely can accept the 3 kinds of batteries. Yes, the scale is this one is so compact. It's not suitable for the mass production, but it's very useful for the leak test prototype and the pilot lines. The scale is small or middle scale, and offline testing, and also recheck. Recheck sometimes happen that's a result is so doubtful, or cell just judgment is just border yes or not. So that in this machine is useful for retry the test, retest. And yes, this case is pouch batteries. But pouch battery, you know, that's the case is not so hard. So that under the condition, the vacuum condition, metal plate is necessary to stop to get bigger. That's a particular set, but the problem just adding 2 plates, metal plate more. And this is a spectral electrolyte tracing machine for mass production in line model. That's a scale is quite bigger, and you can see that's a loading point and unloading point, and the case of the no good energy cell removal system. This this machine can run automatically. That's the previous one is semi-automatic mode only. And finally, this is our summarize leak testing battery cells, but particular importance of leak test for cell shield. As one is a leak test battery cell is mandatory to guarantee the safety and also quality. Yes. And helium test is open cell can be used to control the process, but not in the offline test. Yes, this cell was opened, not closed yet. And 3, this point is I highlighted this point. This point is we recommend this the general test for end of line. This we think that's a solution is so intelligent. And fourth is it can be easily amplified for any type. Yes, I repeat this point. And no helium gas, external tracing gas. This tracing gas is not so cheap. Yeah? And finally, yes, we can realize also the automatic line mode. Okay, it's time to finish. All right, thank you for it. It's okay? But this is the final comment. Yes, easy to integrate the automatic line. It means that the model is a compact one, so that if you arrange the looking at the layout, it's very easy to set or position, locate this item. It's mainly before or after of degassing or filling, and finally the end of line. Yes. Okay, finished this presentation.